Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in for the episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am super excited to come to you today with another fresh episode for your Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're crushing this week and making the most out of it. We are getting some decent weather down here. We're getting the last few days in the 80s. Talk through some of that and why that is important here in just a second. But we are already in October. It's wild that we're here. The first week of October is upon us. You know what that means. We are in Q4. Q4 of 2024. I can't believe it's come and gone this fast. We've got 3 more months to really turn some revenue, turn some cash, and close out the year strong. And I hope that you have that on your mind. And some of you guys up north, this is like you're getting ramped up. These last three months of the year, you get cash heavy because you do snow. And so that's awesome for you. I'm excited. Hope you get to get out there and crush some snow here in the next literally probably like 2 months. In end of mid-November through December, I know a lot of you guys start getting it. And so that would be super, super cool for you. We will start slowing down a little bit. We'll have Christmas light installs through November and December, but we will start slowing down just a tad. And so for us, it is, hey, let's keep workflow up, let's keep leads generated, and let's keep business rolling. As you grow a business, which we're doing right now, you realize very quickly you can't just take time off and have days where you don't do anything. That just doesn't work. Not when you have guys that you had to keep on payroll and you got $3,000 to $6,000 in payroll coming out every single week. And I know that's small for some guys listening. Some guys listening, they're running $20,000 to $30,000 payrolls a week. It is absolutely wild how much labor costs you as you grow. But it is very eye-opening, and you can learn a lot from it. And you're never going to have everything all figured out by any stretch. But you do just get better one day at a time, and that's what we're trying to do here. So a little bit of backstory, if you did not know, if you're new to the show, I'll keep this really, really quick in case you have listened to the show all year long. But if you have any newer listeners, we are in a big growth phase of our company, trying to take it from 1 crew going into this year to starting next year having 4 crews running. We are on track to get pretty close to that. I think we should definitely have 3 crews running, but we shall see what happens over the winter, what kind of projects we can close, contracts we can close, and so on and so forth. But big growth phase. We finished 2023 with right at $280,000 in revenue. We had 3 to 4 employees. I was in the field pretty heavy last year, and that was just part of our business. It was me in the field, rocking and rolling with the guys daily, working. I worked myself out of it decent amount last year, but I was still in the field more than I would like to have been. And so this year was a big hey, let's grow, let's add crews, let's grow revenue, really get some good team members in here. And so we've worked on that this year. Again, we don't have it figured out. I don't think we ever will, but we're getting better every day. And I'm not really in the field when it comes to mowing anymore, which is a huge blessing because I really could spend all day in the office. It feels like I was in the office today it was a solid 6 hours in the office. And it's just like, you think, what can you do that much in the office? But there's so much to do, especially when you don't have an admin, right? I don't have an admin yet. I'm still doing all the office work. So the little things from like tax filings to emails to all the stuff that goes into running a business, keeping up with things, workers' comp audits and payroll audits and all the other things that go along with it. Those are things you don't even think about when you start a company. You don't think about your workers' comp audit every year and your payroll audit and making sure your taxes are paid on time for payroll taxes and all the filings are the way they need to be and all that stuff. You just start a business to go cut grass, right? You realize very quickly as you grow, you got to pay attention to the other things as well. So that is what my role is right now. And so heading into the last 3 months, I don't see that changing very much. I'm going to get back into the field some more due to our Christmas light installation. We're going to be installing Christmas lights, and I'm still pretty heavy in that. I hope to train and teach this year pretty well, and then equip guys to do it themselves. I mean, I have to be there every day because I would love to be able to go sell some during that time, because Christmas lights are they're a very hot commodity. Like when they want them fast. And so if I could go sell, get estimates out same day, and then hopefully schedule stuff for the next day or the day after, it would be a huge asset to us closing some jobs when other guys are booked out longer. And so that's our goal right now for this upcoming season, is just stay busy, generate leads, and really crush the Christmas light game. We're in a good spot, waiting to hear back on a few different proposals on contracts and things, some with some landscaping, some with some maintenance, and I'm excited to see where that goes. But anyway, what was I talking about the weather? Why was I saying the weather earlier on the show? I said we'd circle back to it. All of this to say and give you some backstory on why I can truly sit here and tell you, you have to change your mindset as you grow your company from, I want to work a couple months, we'll work 8 or 9 months out of the year, take 3 months off, use my winter stash, get back to it in the spring. That doesn't work. It's not long-term, not if you want to actually truly grow a company and keep employees, and it's just not sustainable. That was me 2 years ago, though, is the thing. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. If you want to stay a solo guy, maybe a one-man helper who goes and gets some winter work somewhere else and comes back to you in the spring. But you have to keep the work flowing. And so I see that daily now. Like, we're trying to keep all of our stuff booked up, trying to keep our schedules full, the landscape crew full, just doing little, even like just, and I'll tell you what I'm really seeing now more and more is like targeting our current customers. I told the guys when we headed out this week, I said, look, we're getting into the season where we want to upsell a lot, pine straw mulch, all the things. And so I want to make sure that we're making notes of customers' properties when we're out there mowing, that if you see a bed that needs to be maintained, maybe needs fresh straw and some weed control, then let's make notes of that so I can reach out to them and upsell that. And it's huge. I've tried that in like literally a day and sold a couple jobs from it because they asked me to trim shrubs. I said, okay, we trim the shrubs. And I said, when we were out there, I was like, oh, you want us to do some straw as well? And that has turned out very nicely for us. And so it's been really kind of eye-opening. Why have I not been taking advantage of our current customers more and more? And so I do recommend that you get out and do that the best you can to the best of your ability to add people to your schedule that way, and just keep the work coming in. And so as you go through the rest of the year, target your current customer list, because you can add a really good chunk of revenue without having to increase your marketing spend at all. It just takes some time. And so you spend a lot of time, a lot of effort into growing this customer base, right? Take advantage of it. And so it's something I have not done to my fullest potential, and I want to make sure that we do that more and more. Take some time to focus on an email list potentially. Maybe if that's one thing that you're trying to grow this year, I think we're going to focus on an email list more and more heavily this fall and winter, and get that up and running for spring next year for sure, because I want to have really, really good communication with our clients, and just like, I don't know, monthly, quarterly, be trying to upsell them, talk them through what the hottest thing for the year is, whether it be fertilization or annual plantings, whatever it is. And so I'm excited to see what our year next year looks like. I don't want to overlook the last 3 months though, and I don't want you to either. And I think that's very easy to do. Maybe you had a bad year this year and you're like, oh, this year sucks, I'm just ready for it to get over. You have 3 months to put a huge dent in the end of this bad year. And I understand, like, I'm not where I want to be profit wise. I'm not where I want to be employee wise, and I have some more training to do and things. We're getting there. Again, we're getting better, but I'm still not exactly where I want to be. And I could very easily write off this year and just say, you know what, we didn't make the profit we wanted to make. Call it an L. I'll go back in the field, lay some guys off, we'll make some money and be good. That's not the mentality that I'm trying to have. The mentality I'm trying to have now is, hey, we haven't been exactly where we want to be all year. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to ride out the year strong. We're going to finish the year strong, adjust some things, try to make up some of that cash that we lost earlier in the year, just because high revenue or high labor costs, lower revenue due to bringing on some new crews, not having the quite enough machines and manpower to split off the way we needed to. I spent way too much money in overtime this year. I could have hired another guy almost for what I've spent in overtime, and I could have hired a guy for a season. I could have hired a part-time guy for what I've spent in overtime, and that would have allowed us to split more. And so these are things you learn. It's the things that, like the nitty-gritty that you don't really hear anybody talking about. As you grow, when do you split, right? And I've held on too long to what we've got, but we're too far into the fall to split it now. So I'm going to have to hold on to it until the spring. But springtime, we're coming out 2 crews, rock and rolling, splitting up. And we may have some shorter days. We may not be 100% booked out, but it will fill up over time. And I'm pretty confident in that. But if I stay like I am now, the guys are maxed out. We're working super long days. They're cranking overtime every week. And so they like the money, yes, but that's not sustainable for our company. We're not turning the revenue that we need to be paying out that much overtime. And so just be cautious about those things. Be looking for that, paying attention to your financials at the end of the year. I have bookkeepers. I have meetings with my bookkeepers, Megan and Joey, the landscaping bookkeeper, and they're awesome. They're great. It is such an honor to be able to be a client of theirs. I'll be just truly honest. Like, I'm so glad they handle all of my mess that I have. I'm not perfect behind the scenes when it comes to the books. And so, our books are clean because of them, but it's just like all the things that I need to be doing, the categorization and things, receipts, not having an office admin. It's not an excuse, right? But it kind of is. Like, my time it's tough to spend my time there. And so those things lack, and I can't wait to get an admin in place, so that helps pick up the slack there. We get more and more in depth and get better, or get our numbers fine-tuned on that side. Job costs better and things as well. But the landscaping bookkeeper, like I said, Megan and Joey, huge fans, raving customers of theirs, and they're growing their business as well. They're expanding, doing new offerings. So if you want to reach out to them and you need a bookkeeper to end the year, Megan and Joey is the place to look. Get in on this ground floor of their new program they're launching, the way they're doing things. It's super cool. I'm excited to see how it flourishes. Tell them you heard about them here on our show from Jeremiah with Growing Green, and they will give you a discount there in your first month, I believe, and that should be a huge help to you. But anyway, that's real. I just thanks to them and what they're doing, because they're helping me get through, fine-tune these numbers heading into the fall. So I know, hey, we need to make this much to catch up, to get to where we want to be. We've already turned more revenue than we did last year, which is awesome. We plan to finish the year strong, hopefully end up between 450 and 500 if we can do it right. That's going to be a big push to get to the end of the year. We need to close some bigger jobs, but I think we can do it. I think we can crush Christmas lights and get there. So I really am excited to see how we end the year. Either way, it's going to be a huge growth year for us. We're not going to have as much profit to show because we've reinvested a lot. I had to put a new box truck transmission in. That was $5,000. We bought a mini excavator. That's $10,000. We bought another truck, which is $10,000 more. So we've invested at $25,000-$30,000 into our current equipment and things like that. And so luckily the box truck was the biggest repair that we had to make, but just the investments into the new pieces of equipment and things have been a huge asset to us. So now we're set up. Those things will ride with us next year. We won't have that cost, hopefully. We're going to keep growing, though. That's the thing. It's just a part of growth. And the reason I'm talking about this is I want you to be prepared for it if you decide to do it. Like, mowers are $10,000 to $15,000 a piece. Trailers are $2,000 to $5,000 a piece if you're getting open trailers. Landscape trucks, $30,000 to $60,000 a piece. It's expensive to reinvest. And you got to know going in that you're committed to it, because you're not going to see profit for a while. You're not going to see the profits you want to see for a while. And so just remember that. Know that you're not alone. We talk through that a lot. I know I say that phrase a lot, but just know that you're not alone in the middle of it. When you're in the valley and you're like, man, I'm the only one here. Why am I not making money? I want to give up. You're not alone. There's other people out there that feel just like you, that are on the journey, that are figuring out day by day, listening to podcasts like this, trying to just build community, build networks, and just get better. And so that's kind of what our show is for as well. Like, we talk about that a lot, but that's what this show is. The show is a place for you to come to and grow your business, get around other people, listen to interviews where we've talked and just like really dived in. Is it dived in or dove in? I don't know what word it is. I'm not a grammar fanatic there, but we dive into all these conversations with all these other business owners that are in different stages of business, and they open their mouth, and you're like, wow, that's actually what I was thinking this morning or 2 weeks ago, right? And maybe they're bigger than you, they're further down the road, and they're telling you about problems you don't even know exist. And that's also big because it's helping you prep and prepare for your next steps in business and potentially in life as well. When we have our Marriage Mondays, talk to people that are further on down the road in marriage, in parenthood, all the things that go along with that. It is a true honor to get to do the show 3 times a week here. And so I appreciate you and your listenership, your friendship. Many of you we know and call dear friends and friends of this community. It's how people grow. It's how we it's the camaraderie. I can't say enough about it. It's so fun. The camaraderie in the community also translates over into Equip Expo. That's where we get to link up in 2 weeks. It is less than 2 weeks from today, if you're listening real time. Less than 2 weeks away. We're going to be there. We're going to all be in Louisville hanging out. I'm going to tell you right now, if you haven't been, this is the year for you to go. It's unlike any other show out there. You can go to all these other shows and see the equipment, walk the showroom floor. Yes. This is the show where the CEOs of these companies are there in the booths. They're walking. All the people you want to see, the demo specialists, they're there. Not only can you have those conversations, you can walk outside to the mud and put it to work. Usually it's muddy out there. We always get some rain and some wind and it's cold. But usually it is a little bit muddy one day, a little bit dusty another day. But by the end of the week, that place is full dirt, full mud because equipment is being worked. You can go get on any machine just about in that showroom floor and you can run it. Excavators, mini X's, mini skids, full-size skids, lawnmowers, zero turns, weed eaters, whatever it is you think of, chainsaws, you can go run it. And that's where the value is. That's where the value is for the show. Along with the education they have, you can literally get certifications from the show, which is super cool. But not only all of that, it's the community that you get to be around. It's your favorite people on social media that you get to follow and talk to and hang out with. They're there in the booths hanging out. We're going to be at the Kohler booth for a short time. More details to come on all of that, on exact times and dates and things. But I know we're going to be at the Kohler booth one day hanging out. We're going to be at the Milwaukee booth one day. So I'm excited to be there to see you and just hang out and have a really, really good time. If you do register today, you can get 50% off still with GG50. Use GG50 as the code at checkout. You'll get in there for 50% off. I think that's $30 now, which is more expensive than what early bird pricing was, but it's still not full price. Full price is $60 at the door. Or I think it's actually $80 at the door. I think it goes up the day before the show. So don't quote me on that, but it's either 60 or 80. You can get in for 30 or 40. So get in, use code GG50, save your money. Bring a guy, bring your lead foreman if you want to, hang out. There's all kinds of concerts and just networking events. There's multiple rallies, Energize, the morning show, all the stuff that you can imagine to network and hang out with people. It's here. So, with all that said, we're 2 weeks away. I can't wait to see you in Louisville. It's a really, really good time. It's one of my favorite events of the year. Savannah goes with me, my wife. We love it. We hang out together. It's a great time for us to just see friends in the community, relax. We don't take Jack, so we get to just have a kid-free week as well, which is cool. We're working. We're there for work. It's not just a vacation trip for us, but it's still a good time to be able to network, hang out, and also to grow our marriage, our relationship, ourselves as well by having good communication, good conversation, and planning for the years to come. But that's where we are. It's just a little update today. Nothing crazy, nothing in depth. No preaching at you today. Just saying, hey, let's think about the end of the year. Let's finish really strong. Let's know that it will be here in 3 months. The end of the year will be here. If you're at a spot where you're not happy, don't give up on the year. Keep pushing, keep your head up, and say, hey, I can get through it. I can get to the end. We're going to push through, and next year's going to be even better, but it's going to start now. If you feel like you've struggled this year, you have not had everything go your way, and you want next year to be better, now's the time to change that. Don't wait for January 1st. Start at October the 2nd, 2024, and never have the same company again. So, thank you for tuning in the show today. Much, much shorter show than usual, 20 minutes in and out. No preaching, no really like rah-rah today. Just a real like thought-provoking, hey, if you're here, you feel like you're stuck, you can get through it. There's people with you. And I know I say it a lot, but you never know. Everybody doesn't listen to every single show. And this could be your show. Today could be the day where you're listening and you say, man, this is me. This hits me. And if that's what it does, then the whole show is worth it, right? If one person says, hey, I got something from this, we're taking it and we're going to grow. And so change your company. It's not going to be an overnight process, but it can be an overnight decision to work on your company moving forward. So thank you for tuning in to the show today. You know that we love doing it 3 times a week. It means the world. Leave us a big 5-star rating or review if you don't mind. Those help us grow the show, bring us in here, and bring new people in so we can grow the community one relationship at a time. Would love some more guest interviews coming up here soon. I know we got some lined up. We'll get some at Equip and things. But if you got a company that you're growing, you're in a big growth phase, would love to talk to you, potentially get you on the show. Growth-minded individuals is what I'm looking for right now, if I'm being honest, just like truly, brutally honest. Like if you're not in a growth phase, I want you here on the show. I want you to hang out and network and learn and take these principles to your business. I'm not saying don't come around. What I'm saying is in my inner circle of people, I have to get our people who are doing the things that I want to be doing, and that is growing a company right now. And so that's who I'm filling my circle with. And so I appreciate the support. I hope that we pour into you. You guys have poured back into me just through conversations and things you've said, how nice you've been to me through trials, situations, uplifting, and I couldn't be more thankful for you. So that is going to wrap this one up. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, anything at all, ever reach out. Just shoot me a DM, shoot me an email. We're here for you. If you want to book a coaching call, go to the link in my Instagram bio. Would love to chat with you there. I got a couple lined up. We're going to have another roundtable soon, so stay tuned on that. We'll probably announce a date on Friday, this coming Friday's show, so that would be October the 4th. Stay tuned for that. We'll put that roundtable date out there and have a good time doing it. Get signed up because we only put 5 spots out there usually. So come see us, come hang out. It's going to be a great time. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you. We look forward to catching everybody here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.